The month of March is dedicated to honoring women in the world because women deserve a rightful role. Their voices need to be heard. Their ideas should be given prominence, their contributions recognized. Big changes have taken place and the journey to greater achievements has no limit. The Philippines takes pride to be in the ranks of the more gender-equal countries in the world, and more needs to be done to become a gender-equal society. Now that's why we call upon you to work together for more inclusion at work, school, in our communities, and even at home. Now this week we spoke with women from different fields to hear their stories and how they help empower other women. Welcome to the show. I'm Christine Jacobs-Sandejas, and this is a CNN Philippines special presentation on Women's Month. Choose to challenge. Just a few weeks ago, the country's Maya 2 Cube satellite was successfully launched from the International Space Station into orbit. Marian Constante is a systems engineer at the government space technology program called Stamina for Space. She spoke to Paolo Abrera about this historic moment.
Yung launch po ni Maya 2 is very significant and it comes in different forms po, no? Because it's a satellite, meron po siyang missions on the technology demonstration side. But more than that po, I'd like to highlight two of I personally think is the most important, and it's on collaboration and capacity building. So sa side po kasi ng collaboration, it was developed with other countries po that are part of the BIRDS project. And because we collaborate with these countries, we can also benefit from the support of these member nations in terms of the operations and utilization of the satellites. And apart from that, yung mga members po that worked on the on the Maya 2 CubeSat are faculty members from universities here in the Philippines, one from Adamson and one from Mapua, and yung isa po dun is from our very own Stamina for Space program by the University of the Philippines, Diliman. And we can consider this project also as the first satellite development collaboration between our universities. And it's valuable because we have faculty members, and when they return to the Philippines, we can expect that the lessons that they gain from the development of Maya 2 will trickle down into more capacity building of our students, of our engineers, so more people to think of new space projects, to collaborate with other universities.
Well, that sounds
so
fantastic,
Maya 2 creates
engineer.
a longer impact po.
Why are we calling it Stamina for Space, and what are you guys busy with? Ano po yung focus ninyo these days?
Yes po. See, Stamina for Space is funded by the Department of Science and Technology, and we are getting support from other government agencies din po. And it works in partnership with the Philippine Space Agency po. So yung Philippine Space Agency, siya yung mismong nagmamanage na ngayon ng mga space programs natin. And si Stamina for Space po, it deals with several elements po of the space ecosystem. So we have satellite development in different sizes po. We have satellite operations. We also engage with industries, with academics, with other government agencies. And we also deal with outreach programs, capacity building, training of new engineers, and so on po.
Fantastic. Now, you know, the fact that you're a woman engineer and you are leading a project called the Step Up Project under the Stamina for Space program is really something, something that we're very, very proud of. Tell us a little bit about this project.
Yes po. Si Step Up Project po, it has three major activities. The first one is the establishment of a university consortium in the Philippines. So right now po, meron na tayong University Consortium on Space Engineering, and it is an affiliate of a global university consortium between other universities that has a space projects. And the other one po is establishment of ground stations with our partner universities in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And the third one po is etong ang development ng next series of our CubeSats. So starting with Maya 2, and meron po tayong dina-develop currently na Maya 3, 4, 5, and 6. And these CubeSats are now being developed here in the Philippines po at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, through the graduate program of the UP Electrical and Electronics Engineering Institute. And we have students enrolled to that program with scholarship support from the Department of Science and Technology Science Education Institute po.
Engineer, it's International Women's Month. So can you tell us how important the role of women in space missions like these are?
Yes po. Actually, sa team namin, it's very interesting because women can take on any roles and we do not label a particular role just for men or
Right.
something like that. So actually, in our team, we have female engineers handling the power system. We have female engineers handling the RF. So the female engineers really take part in the development of the satellites and a lot of activities on the space missions, mission design, and so on po. So yung role po ng women in our group is really significant. We also have a female ground station manager po. So she's the one handling all the operations and managing the operations po of our ground station. So yun po, sobrang important ng role ng women dun sa project po namin.
More women are steering flights all over the world, with the share of female pilots growing by more than 5% last year. Rico Hison spoke to Filipina pilot Cheska Carandang, and here's a portion of that interview.
I created the YouTube channel to inspire, motivate, and educate people about aviation. And I want to be part of every aviator's journey to reach their dream, because I know what it feels like to not know what to prepare for, how to start, who to trust, and to talk to genuinely help you achieve your dreams.
And being one of only maybe a handful of female pilots in the Philippine aviation industry, do you still face a lot of challenges? Because, you know, Cheska, it is a male-dominated industry.
Well, to tell you honestly, sir, I didn't have any challenges with being female working in a male-dominated industry, at least from my perspective, because my colleagues helped me to reach my fullest potential even more when they see me do my job well and be passionate about what I'm doing.
And have you ever been discouraged that, why do you want to become a pilot? Why do you want to join the aviation industry? Why not just do something else, you know, in the hotel industry, in marketing and sales, or maybe a career in media?
Well, actually, sir, I'm surprised that there weren't much people. I just feel like discriminated sometimes when I see people commenting on my YouTube channel, telling me that if I'm their pilot, they wouldn't ride the aircraft or they wouldn't fly with me. So I still get that.
And what is your dream? Currently, you fly light aircrafts. Do you want eventually to fly the bigger, wide-bodied planes like the A320s or the 737s, or maybe eventually even the bigger ones, such as like the 777s?
Yeah, well, actually, right now my dream is to be on the left seat, to be a captain, regardless of what aircraft type, but as long as I get to fly. So I'll just go wherever the wind takes me.
So how much longer, Cheska, will it take for you to fly on the left side and be the captain of the aircraft?
Well, like technically speaking, with regards to the pandemic, like the aviation industry is not progressive as compared as before. So I think it would take me a minimum of 3 to 4 years for me to get to the left seat.
That's just right around the corner. You just have to be patient and just have to keep on learning to be eventually the captain of the aircraft. And apart from your passion in aviation, you're also open on being a member of the LGBT community.
Yes, that's true. I'm part of the LGBT community and I use my social media platform as a voice for people who are afraid to come out and an opportunity to educate people, because the world will become a more accepting and a safer place for the LGBT community if people are educated.
For women, Cheska, who want to be a first officer like yourself and be a pilot of an aircraft, what is your advice to them?
Well, my advice to them is to don't let the society dictate what you can and can't do. You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. Don't let the expectation and ideas of others limit who you are. It's your life, not theirs. So work hard and make it happen.
Our conversation with national artist for dance Alice Reyes comes after the break, plus a Filipina who danced her way to a TV series that can be seen worldwide. We'll be right back. Alice Reyes was named National Artist for Dance in 2014 for her role in the development of dance. Now, to this day, she continues to inspire the younger generation.
Well, that honor, it was such an honor. It's very humbling. The first level of the nomination and consideration is by your peers, your dance peers. And so it is, I take it as a very serious responsibility to do whatever I can for dance in the Philippines, all over the Philippines. And I work as hard as I can for the artists in dance, teachers and choreographers, Filipinos all over this country. That's what I intend to do for as long as I'm able to.
Now, as a veteran in this field, how would you actually describe the state of Philippine dance now, and how has it evolved throughout the years?
Well, like everything else, Philippine dance has been affected by the pandemic. It has evolved because the Filipinos are so much a part of this world we're in. So we see everything that's happening. We're very observant. We're very quick to adapt and make something our own. We put in our Filipino touch. And so in all the Filipino dances, you can see that very special Philippine touch. And of course, today there's so many displaced artists, and in all the fields of art. But I'm very, very happy to say that we've been very lucky to work with the Culture Center of the Philippines. They have a fantastic program called the Professional Dancers Support Program. So we've been working with the displaced artists, and we're training and working working with choreographers to create new Filipino pieces. So that's really exciting.
Dance is not just men or women. It's first and foremost very human. But it is International Women's Month, so we want to relate that to just how important is the role of women in dancing.
Well, like in every career, women should be out there in the forefront because we can do anything and everything we want to. We can jump and turn and soar and fly in the air just like men. We can lift and partner with men and women. And we can create and we can direct. And we do this with great gusto and with charm. So women lead.
The pandemic has stalled many dreams, but for a young Filipina Canadian, the crisis will not stop her from seeing her wishes come true. Last year, AC Bonifacio was recognized for her dance cover of Blackpink's How You Like That. She won second place in that contest held by Blackpink and its management, YG Entertainment. Now this year, she appeared in the Netflix series Riverdale. AC spoke to Andre Felix about how she landed the role.
Ako po, nag-self-tape po ako. So I've been doing self-tapes for a really long time now. Tapos hindi po ako nakukuha sa mga auditions.
Okay.
And then this Riverdale came up and I still did the typical self-tape. Na walang expectations po. I never thought I would book it kasi this show I've been watching since the beginning. As in, fan po talaga ako ng show. And then when my agent called me and told me that I booked it, I was like freaking out. I was like, there's no way. And then, yeah, that's how I booked it.
Okay, AC, here's one thing. It's one thing to be part of one of your favorite shows, but another thing to dance off with one of the lead stars of Riverdale, si Madeline Petch, who plays Cheryl Blossom. How was that experience like, AC? Kinabahan ka ba doon?
Sobrang nakakakaba po. Because I've been watching her and she's amazing, so professional, and she's so nice. In between takes, she would always talk to me, and she knew me beforehand, so I was like, oh my gosh, she
Wow.
knows me.
Nice.
So parang sobrang saya ko pa talaga, and it looks like, I mean, in the scene, we're obviously kalaban, pero off cam, sobrang bait po niya.
Well, that really helped. I'm sure kilig na kilig ka working with Madeline Patch. Ikaw, how did you prepare? Like, did you do something different to prepare? Kasi it's different, di ba? It's a big show, and it's a big scene. It's a dance-off. Did you do something differently to prepare for this role?
I don't think I did anything differently
Okay.
aside from me just kasi it was my first parang acting na was English, not like in Hollywood, I guess.
Yeah.
Sort of, and it was a really exciting experience for me. Of course, we did rehearsals and everything with the Fixing Girls and me alone, and with Madeline too. Probably just the rehearsals. I did a lot of rehearsals for this take because we were constantly changing choreo to make it look good on camera.
You know what, AC? A lot of young girls are looking up to you, especially this, after your experience na kaya mo, you're inspiring them na kaya din nila. What's your advice to the young girls who idolize you in terms of realizing their dreams and finding their own voice and their mark and wanting to follow your footsteps?
Siguro po, in whatever you love, whatever you're passionate about, just keep going, even if it gets hard. Don't give up. It's very typical to say that everywhere, but once you're in that moment na kailangan mo talaga mag-isip na, am I gonna give up or am I gonna keep going? Just keep going, because I promise there is a better road. You just gotta go through the bumps first.
3 strong women in the film industry talk about how the pandemic affected their craft. We will be right back. The pandemic caught us by surprise. These 2 film industry veterans were even in the middle of shooting a new movie when the news of the health crisis broke. Versatile actress Angelica Panginiban and award-winning director May Cruz Alviar talked about their new movie, Love or Money, and the empowerment of Filipinas in the industry.
Struggle siya ng dalawang tao na isa na dun boto, kumbaga money talaga yung gusto niya, nandun yung focus niya, like yung character ko. Noon naman sa buhay niya, naniwala naman siya sa love, na parang okay na siyang mabuhay ng may love. Kaya lang, siguro dumating din siya sa point na naramdaman niya na wala siyang swerte sa ganung bagay. So, nag-focus na lang siya sa money, nagpayaman na lang siya, and tinulungan na lang niya yung pamilya niya. And then, dumating yung character ni Coco na hindi naman mataas yung pangarap niya. Gusto lang niya ng simpleng buhay, masayang pamilya, basta nandito yung taong mahal ko, magkasama kami, masaya na siya. So, nandun yung conflict kung paano ba niya mapapabago yung isip nitong taong minahal niya.
Okay, and then for you, I mean, would you also have a preference if ever you'd have to choose between love and money?
Siyempre, love. Sana dumating talaga yung swerte sa love or magtuloy-tuloy yung swerte sa love. Sabi ko nga, ang money, kapag masipag ka naman, may tiyaga ka sa buhay, kikitain mo naman yan eh. Pero ang love, kahit na anong sipag mo, kahit na anong gawin mo, kung talagang lolokohin ka or iiwan ka, mangyayari at mangyayari talaga yon.
What's it like directing under the new normal?
Syempre, it's harder because there are more limitations. Kasi one, budget gets cut because a chunk of it goes to protocols. So now the budget's smaller and you have less people on set. Talents like this one, we had to cheat some scenes, pretend it's Dubai, but we were only allowed 10 talents. So we had to recycle the talents. In one scene, ganito suot nila. In one scene, put them in the back. So it's really challenging. You have to be more creative. And you have to be extra prepared because time is of the essence. Sure, it's harder, but at least we're still grateful that we are still creating films at a time when, industries are struggling and the entertainment industry is badly hit.
For both of you, Angelica and of course Direk, we are celebrating a Women's Month. It is March. We see a lot of female directors and maybe talented actresses in our midst. What would you say would empower a woman in 2021? Do you think Filipino women are more empowered now?
Ako kasi naniniwala ako na yung empowered women, hindi siya perfect at all. Nagsisimula siya sa mistakes, sa failures, and kaya ka may empowered dahil doon, dahil matututo ka, dahil gagamitin mo yung mga naging struggles mo in life, yung mga natutunan mo, kailangan mo siyang i-apply eventually. And yung pagiging empowered woman, hindi lang siya para sa'yo. Kasi kapag tumigil ka for yourself, parang titigil na yung strength mo and yung paniniwala mo sa sarili mo kung hindi mo iaabot, kung hindi ka mag-reach out sa iba pang mga kababaihan para iangat din sila kung ano man yung mga pinagdadaanan nila.
That's right. Do you feel the same way, Direk, May?
Yes, definitely. And women these days are fortunate to have a lot of opportunities. So, in different industries and different positions, we have women. Taking the lead as well. Especially for our industry, we are in a position to speak to millions, to a lot of people, and we have that responsibility. We have that social responsibility as women. We have the power, or we are given it's not a power, it's a privilege to speak for women and about women.
Empowerment through filmmaking, multi-awarded director Kathy Garcia Molina spoke to Rico Hison about how she's empowering women through her movies.
Well, with the latest, Hello, Love, Goodbye, dito natin parang tinuro na it's okay to love your family, it's okay to always think of them, but never forget to love yourself and pick up yourself too. Actually, the reason why I accepted Hello, Love, Goodbye was because they told me na iba na ang OFWs ngayon. They're more empowered. They think of themselves too now. While they're domestic helpers, for example, in Hong Kong, they have time for themselves now. Nag-aaral sila ng ibang bagay, they do other things, they give luxuries to themselves also. So, natuwa ako na iba na ang portrayal ngayon ng OFWs natin. Not just in Hong Kong, but anywhere in the world.
So we are now seeing more empowered women on screen, Direk Kathy, rather than the martyr, women being beaten up, taken advantage of, and being left behind.
Yes, sir. Yes. I am glad that doon na tayo. Kaya na natin lumaban at maglaban ang sarili natin. But of course, hindi mawawala sa Pinoy yung always thinking of our families. And that's a very good side of Filipino women, no? Hindi pwedeng makalimutan ng pamilya. Pero at the end of the day, kailangang alagaan mo ang sarili mo para makapag-alaga ka na.
Love for yourself, love for your family, laban lang ang Pinay. And Direk, you are a role model for women in the entertainment industry. Are more of them taking directorial and script writing roles?
Yes, sir. In fact, almost every job, pati cameraman ngayon, meron ng mga babae. So, yes, we are taking on every role possible kasi in fairness naman to our industry, hindi rin naman namimili. Whether you're male, female, doesn't matter as long as you do the job well, okay.
If there would be one advice that you would want to give women who want to be a director like Kathy Garcia Molina, what would that be?
I would always say, ask yourself why. Why you want to direct. There are many reasons why you want to be a director, like me, to entertain. So it's up to you. Ako naman, lahat can be a director. It's always a matter of why you're doing things. Yung vision mo, yung goal mo. Ako, I have my own. Yun lang sir. Ako yun lang talaga. Kasi madalas naliligaw tayo kasi we want to be a director but we don't even know why.
This Women's Month, we are honoring the many trailblazing Filipinas who are breaking barriers, overcoming challenges to lead and inspire others. So join us again next time. I'm Christine Jacobs Sandejas, and this is a CNN Philippines special presentation.